the month of December, I went to Benoli, a low-key village in South Goa for a vacation. It's such a good and relaxing place. One thing I noticed was that there are so many shops have Russian store signs. Beaches in Goa are neither places in any natural scenic locations nor have a Europe-like climate. They are just like many other thousands of beaches in India. Neither Goa is the only state in India that was ruled by Europeans, nor it is the only state that has churches. But then why are there so many shop signs in Goa that are in Russian? Goa was formerly ruled by Portuguese. The Portuguese overseas territory of Portuguese India existed for about 450 years until it was annexed by India in 1961. Goa is visited by large numbers of international and domestic tourists each year for its beaches, places of worship, and World Heritage architecture. It also has a rich flora and fauna owing to its location on the Western Ghats Range, which is classified as biodiversity hotspot. Government reduced the taxes to get flow of tourists. The strategy is to go for low taxes and drive for higher volumes, for example, liquor, instead of higher taxes and lower volume strategy followed by other states, which eventually result in similar revenue if planned properly. But this brings a lot of crazy reputation that Goa is cheap, which is not. According to Goa Tourism, on an average, domestic tourists spend around 1,081 rupees per day, whereas foreign tourists spend rupees 2,415 per day. This suggests the amount spent by foreign tourists is almost double the amount per day to that of domestic tourists. Most of foreign tourists who arrive in Goa are Russians or from Western countries. Let's get back to the Russian shop signs in Goa. Here, India-Russia relations play a huge part, I guess. While the Western countries like UK, USA, the France supported the proposed Portugal resolution that asked India to withdraw its forces from Goa to positions prevailing prior to December 17, 1961, Russia strongly worded condemnation of West double standards at that time ensured Goa's liberation. In recent years, Goa is heavily promoted as a tropical paradise in Russia. Some Russians think it's a different country altogether, just like Bali or Dubai. Ring a bell, anybody? Goa tourism sees a peak in foreign tourists in the period of November to February. At this time, when it snows heavily in all of Russia, and this is no ordinary snowfall, this is knee-length deep we are talking about. Temperatures go as low as -30 to -40 degrees in all of Russia, sometimes worse in regions near Siberia. Not all Russians try to escape this, the rest just love sunbathing all day. And what better place to be celebrating your New Year's Eve at? Air tickets between Moscow and Goa are not very expensive. A return ticket costs around 20k Indian rupees per individual, which by the way, when converted should be around 20,000 Russian rubles as well. Chartered flights directly from various parts of Russia and not only from Moscow and St. Petersburg. Hence, a trip to Goa, Kerala, etc. turns out to be really economical for them. The names of restaurants, bars, and shops, even bar menus, are in Russian language. After all, few Russians could read English even though they understood the language. The villagers preferred leasing or renting out their places to Russian tourists as they spent most of their time at the beach and hardly used the premises. I hope this stays on as it will help grow the local businesses in Goa.